Hi, everybody. I have a thought that I want to share. It came up in a discussion where I was talking with a friend about narcissistic behavior, and we were analyzing. This is a behavior that is very it's very important to always keep in mind. And I think we whether we see this in interpersonal situation, whether we see this in politics. Something that is very specific for narcissists is he holds the only truth, and there is only one opinion. A mindset that my opinion is the only right opinion. The only opinion existing is mine. I behold right to the only truth that there is. Or someone who doesn't consider that there are opposite arguments, that there are opposite opinions. That raises skepticism. If someone says there's only one way and there is no other way, I don't want to hear other opinions. I don't want to hear opponents. I don't want to hear an opposition and any kind of opinions suggesting that my truth and my opinion is wrong. I don't want to hear them. If we have that kind of behavior, we have a pathological narcissistic behavior. Second point that I want to talk about is that the narcissist creates a situation. They create a problem for their opponent or for you where you are helpless. I create a situation where you're wrong, inferior. So narcissists, they tend to create situations where they are superior to someone else. So I create that situation in order for my counterpart to be inferior, in order for them to need my help. Where you're weak, where you need my help, or where you need to apologize. Any kind of situation where I am superior and you're inferior. So when we think of our situations, if there's people presents themselves as kind of savior, a kind of savior for your problem that they created in the situation. That's very, very alarming. When I create a situation where I make people, a group of people or just one person, where I make you feel like you are helpless in this situation, like you have no means at all to help yourself. I make you feel helpless, so I create an inferiorism where you feel like you need my help. And then I provide my help. We should always keep in mind, because we are very, very easily, when we are put in that position, we feel so weak, and we feel so, when we are made feel helpless, we are very easily manipulated. The problem about that is that a pathological narcissist is always very, very good in manipulating people. Because of their lack of love and lack of self-love, they develop skills to survive. So that's sort of an evolutional survival of the fittest, because they feel so inferior inside, that they have to learn, maybe very early on in their life, to manipulate people into believing whatever they want them to believe. So this is what makes them very good liars and manipulators, because it's a way of surviving, and also, of course, their lack of empathy makes it very easy for them to manipulate people without remorse. So that's something that I invite you all to have a discussion and think of situations where we encounter that, either in personal relations or in bigger dimensions, bigger matters, and official situations. And where you find manipulative behavior, where we find narcissistic behavior, it's very, very important that you keep your own opinion, or the way that you can protect yourself from narcissism is to always stay very centered, but stay true to yourself and stay authentic to yourself, and always trust your instincts and your own intuition. And you can always access your truth better when you're in meditational state, for example, or when you pray, when you're spiritual, when you're close to your own faith. You can always center yourself within nature, or within your religion, within your spiritualism. That is very, very important, staying centered and staying very close and true to your own thoughts, to your own truth, to protect you from narcissistic and manipulative influences and intruders, people who try to control your mind. You have to stay centered and focused to your inner beliefs and inner truth. And always focus on love, because when you have love, you have no fear. When you focus yourself on love, there is no room at all for manipulation, for oppression. Just love, peace, centering yourself. That shelters you in a way. And spiritualism, all those things, they raise your own energy level, your own frequency, so it elevates energy levels close to you. And when you keep your own energy and your own frequency very, very on a high level, so you reflect on everything. And so a good energy always helps everyone else, so not only surrounding you, but all the energy that is among and above and within. Yeah, in that sense, stay centered and stay in love, and keep your fate and your faith, and be true and be loving. I wish you the very, very best and a lot of love.